Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Fire away.
Check, check.
Working.
Check, check.
Yeah.
Thank you. Jarmo, is your thought in bringing Letestu back just a short-term rest of this year, or is this a guy who still has some tread left on the tire you may look to have a longer relationship?
Well, I think we know him pretty well, but I think this will give us a good chance to see how he fits in today and into the future plans. So I wouldn't rule any of that out. I think that the focus is right now to try to make the playoffs this year, and then we'll worry about the future after that.
You know this guy. Where do you think he can help you, just with his skills and with what your team needs?
I think he'll help in a lot of areas. He's a good specialty teams player. He's a good penalty killer. He can play in the power play. He's a solid defensive player. He's also good in the face-offs. Gives us a right-handed center that we don't have, which is sometimes a tough matchup for the left-handers in the face-off dot. It's like 54% this year. So, and he's a solid veteran. Who's a leader as well. So I think he'll help us in a lot of different areas.
It's one of those areas also, just kind of being a veteran presence, another veteran presence on a young team who he has some playoff experience as well, you know, going back last year with Edmonton.
Yeah, I thought he played great last year for the Oilers in the playoffs. Maybe some of his best hockey in his career. So he's not far removed from that. I think he'll help us. I think he's excited to come here. We're excited to have him, and we'll see where it goes.
Jarmo, was that a focus of the team to try to improve that bottom six and looking to bring Letestu in?
Yeah, but he gives us, like I said, he gives us help on a lot of different areas. He's, again, a good penalty killer, and if he can play first unit power play with the Edmonton Oilers, I think he'll fit somewhere nicely with our power play units too. And so he, again, gives us a right-handed shot for the face-off dot and some experience, and those are the.
What factor did it play in your decision to bring in a guy who knows the Columbus culture, obviously has a good relationship with some of the current players? Wouldn't be an issue with chemistry.
That helps, and for us with our thought process, I think it helps that we know what kind of guy he is. We would not know what kind of a teammate he is, his character that we're looking for, and there's no guessing there. With we know Mark Letestu. He's a good citizen, good teammate, good person, good character guy.
Now that my question was taken, will he be available tomorrow to play?
We don't know yet for sure. It's some of the immigration issues have to be resolved, but we're hoping that he'll be available as soon as possible.
The old adage in this game, you can't have enough defensemen, you can't have enough centers. It's been a difficult year for you. We all know why Karlsson ended up in Vegas. I'm not going revisiting that, but just that position has been such a challenge this year. For you, how much of an educational experience has this been?
Yeah, it probably has been as much of a challenge that we had thought maybe in the beginning of the year when we weren't sure if Pierre-Luc could play center. And once he emerged and started playing center and playing at a level that he is now, it's solved the biggest problems that we had. I think the biggest challenge was having two of them out of the lineup for extended period with Wenberg and Dubinsky out of the lineup for a while. That's when you really see a big hole. So now we get another one that gives us flexibility. We can move, maybe Sedlak can play on the wing, but it gives us more center depth that way too. In case there's an injury, we have another guy that can play center. It's not easy to move. There's not too many wingers that can move on to play center. It's a lot easier for center to move on the wing and play wing.
How difficult was this to bring together? Why did you need three teams in on this?
I don't know. Sometimes it just happens that way. Edmonton was looking for a prospect, and we talked to them, and we didn't like the prospect, give up the prospect they were asking for from us, and so those talks died down a while ago, and then they found the prospect they liked with Nashville, and Nashville wanted a pick too. Maybe, I don't know, they're probably planning on something else.